Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. It has been a long time that I have been hoarding these empties down here. In fact, I think I started hoarding these after my baby was born almost a year ago. It's been that long, hence why it's such a full little basket. And I have got a collection of empties and then some not empties because they were just that. So we've got a lot of stuff, but I think for the most part, everything in here is drugstore related. So yeah, let's get cracking. There are just so many things here, but I think I will just dive right in. This is the Pantene Dry Shampoo. I heard amazing things about this, both on YouTube and from friends. I bought it. I didn't really like it. I mean, it's empty. I liked it enough to use it up, but it just sprayed on my hair. It sprayed on wet. I use dry shampoo for grit and texture, not necessarily for oil absorption. So maybe this was amazing for the oil absorption part. It wasn't so great though for like grit and like volumizing. It felt too wet when I sprayed it. Yeah, like it's wet, my hand is wet. It dries down to a powder, but it just, in that wet spray, it just, my hair went and did not like it. Here's something that I love though. I have like 16 bottles of this. The Garnier Micellar cleansing water. This is the waterproof version. It's got the blue cap on it. I was just looking to see if I had the other one. I have the other one, the pink cap or purple cap upstairs right now. And that one's not for waterproof mascara. True story. It doesn't actually work on waterproof mascara, but this one does. It's truth. But this stuff is amazing. Just give it a little shake, squirt it onto a little pad thing. Oh, look at my hand from the dry shampoo. Can you see? Ew. Okay, back to this. This stuff does work and it's great. I feel like the disadvantage of any micellar water though is that you have a tendency to overuse. I find there's a real fine line between making sure your cotton pads or whatever you're using to wipe onto your face, making sure that they're saturated enough to get your makeup off, but not too saturated that it's like running off your face and like into your eyes. So there's like a really fine line, but this is really great and it's cheap. So, well, you know, give it a try. This was something we just finished up. This is the Dove Dry Oil Moisture. I really like this. This was great for the winter. We just finished it up. In general, for body wash, that is both husband and wife friendly, Dove is our preferred body wash, just FYI. But this was great. You know, what can you say about a body wash? If it works, then great. Here's another dry shampoo, but this one is like my favorite. This is the Tresemme Volumizing Dry Shampoo. I love this thing. It's so great. It's so cheap. And I buy bottles at a time. I think I've got 2 upstairs right now. I just love this stuff. It's my favorite. Like, if I want a kind of volumizing / texturizing spray, that one is my go-to. My favorite dry shampoo is the Dove Dry Shampoo. While I'm holding this, I'll just pop it up. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Setting Spray. What to say about it? It is a setting spray. It really sprays, so your face gets kind of wet, but I liked it. I've repurchased, actually, now that I think about it. There's another bottle that I'm using upstairs. So this was good enough to repurchase. I liked it. I can't say I noticed like my makeup lasting forever, but I liked it. Didn't mess up my makeup. Does that count? One of my old-time favorites is the BB cream from Rimmel in the Radiance. This is the shade Light. True story, I have actually been buying foundation since Christmas in wrong shades. I'm out of foundation. I'm gonna go buy a foundation. I pick it up, come home, find out I've grabbed the wrong shade. Okay, no problem. I'll just save it for summer. Let's go out and get a replacement. And I go out and buy it. Pretty sure I bought the right one. I know I bought the right one. Come home, find out I bought the wrong one. So I'm actually currently using the medium version of this. Slightly darker. I'm not wearing it today, but it gets the job done. And this is another one of those cheap but cheerful things. They're no longer selling this at Target. I didn't see it at Target. So I'm kind of bummed, but I'm gonna have to find it other ways because this is great. Good, decent coverage for a BB cream. It's a great, like, everyday, slap it on, makes your face look glowy. I just like that. Makeup remover wipes. These are the Target Up&Up brand. They're empty. They were junk. I did not like these. They were dry. And I'm not even saying like, I left the little cap thingy off and they dried out. No, they were dry from the get-go. Did not like these. Liked them enough to finish them, I guess, but I did not like them. Speaking of foundations in wrong colors, here's one I didn't even use. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Bought it in creamy vanilla. This was like foundation number 3 in my series of wrong foundations. I remember staring at this one like, I've heard about this. This looks great. I love the idea of a foundation and concealer and blah, this sounds wonderful. And I stare at it, creamy vanilla, the lightest shade they make. This has to work. No, this thing is like the most yellow foundation I have ever tried in my life. I'm just gonna give it a shake. This one's supposed to be medium to full coverage. It's supposed to be lightweight. It even comes with a little pump. I mean, all signs point to an amazing foundation, but I'm just gonna give it a little squirt on my hand. It is the lightest, no, not light. It is like the, I don't know if you can see that. I'll have to do a close-up for you, but it is the weirdest, lightest foundation I have. Like, it's so yellow. I don't know. It's just like I put it on, I was like, oh, come on. How am I messing up another foundation? This time, not my color choice. It was definitely the, it feels nice on the skin. It's just a shame the color match wasn't right. And I have yellow undertones in my skin. So, but it just, I even put it on my face. Like maybe it just looks weird. Let me put it on my face. No. Ended up looking like scrambled egg. Not good. Let's see. This is more of a high-end purchase, I suppose. Well, I didn't purchase this. This came in like one of those Christmas sets from Estee Lauder that they do, which a family member gave to me. This is their Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. I didn't like this either. It's empty, so I used it, but it just did not do anything. I felt like I had to rub and rub and rub and rub to get makeup off. I mean, waterproof makeup, yeah, didn't even take off the waterproof mascara. I was not a happy camper when I was in the middle of using that up, but it's empty now. Done. Here's another setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Makeup and Mist. A makeup mist and set. It is not empty because I just didn't like it. I was like, it's not worth it. First of all, my nozzle, that was what was wrong. The nozzle was like not spraying. It was very odd. I just didn't like it. I don't have any major gripes about it. I'm trying to like, was it the smell? But I remember spraying it on my face and being like, whoa, the spraying is everywhere. Like it was an intense spray. And I didn't feel like it really did anything. Like even the Wet n Wild one, once, I can't say it makes my makeup last longer, but I felt like spraying it on my face looked better. Like it improved immediately once you spray it. The e.l.f. one, not so much. And I feel like, yeah, it's cheap, but so is Wet n Wild. Get the Wet n Wild one. This was a sample, well, a travel size of the Philosophy Purity One-Step Facial Cleanser. I don't know if this was a dud. I don't know if this was something that I just had for so long that it was just no longer good and I then decided to use it. It was the weirdest texture. I don't know. It was like slippery, but not creamy. It felt like it didn't clean my face well. And when I finished washing my face was so tight. Yeah, I'm glad I had a travel size of that, not the full sucker, but I did not like it. Let's see. This is one of my favorite foundations. These two together, I've talked about this, I swear I've talked about this before. The Rimmel BB Cream and the Neutrogena Healthy Skin together are amazing. They are great. I love them. If you love dewy, glowing skin, then and your skin is dry, like mine, these two together are amazing. I love these two together. The Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup, I get it in Natural Ivory, and it's just, I love this foundation. It's just so good. This running out was what prompted the whole, I'm gonna buy a new foundation and try something new. This guy right here. Once I am finished with what I'm using currently, We are back to the Neutrogena. Not messing around this time. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I liked this. It's a nice brightening concealer. I used it more so for brightening up, like, or concealing a little bit more the cheek area, or like doing a little brightening under the eye and across the cheek. Kind of almost like a highlight kind of thing. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. This kind of concealer, I feel like I need like heavier duty concealers. That one was a little too wimpy for me. This was something I'd used forever. This was the L'Oreal BB Cream in Fair, their Magic Skin Beautifier. This is from, obviously, BB Cream, Smooth, Perfect, yada yada. It's also a primer, so it's kind of like a nice all-in-one type thing. I bought this because I used to use this all the time, and it has a little bit of tint to it. And so I bought it again just to, like, do I still like this? Do I not like it anymore? And I probably should go and get another one because I do like this, and it is nice for like priming. But I also like when the Rimmel BB cream and the Neutrogena are jiving together. The L'Oreal one, instead of the BB cream from Rimmel, it's not the same. It's not the same. But anyway, I did like that one. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous and Waterproof, the Hydrofuge. And I get the black brown, right? Black brown. This is like one of my favorite go-to mascaras. It doesn't clump, doesn't shed, it doesn't leave my eyelashes. It's just a great all-around volumizing mascara. I mean, and the brush is like the right size. I don't feel like it's gonna like poke me in the eyeballs. It's not a curvy shape. It's not bendy, anything weird like that. It is a good all-rounder. It's one I always go back to. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume and Waterproof. I feel like this time, this used to be one of my go-tos. I feel like this time I used it and I didn't like it. Like, it was flaky, clumpy. I could be wrong. Like I said, I've been hogging these little empties for a while. So, yeah, it could be that I'm remembering this wrong. This is my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in Light. If you have heard me tell the tale, this sucker lasted me an entire year. I bought it Christmas 2015, and I had to go out and buy a new one Christmas 2016. It lasted me a stinking year. This sucker is amazing. I'm wearing it right now. It's great. After using it a year, here's what I think about it. A little goes a long way, which is why it lasted me a whole year. Like, you barely need anything. You have to be careful, I find. You have to be careful in the order that you put it on your face, depending on your foundation. Right now, I am using a more matte, dry finish type foundation. So I do the foundation first, this concealer on top. If I was using the BB Cream Neutrogena combo, which is way more dewy and liquidy, then I do this first, because I find this sitting on top of a more liquid type foundation under the eye, or even an eye cream, it creases like crazy and it kind of goes, kind of like slides right off. Even with setting, I find that setting, this dries nicely on its own without setting, as long as it's sitting on the right kind of foundation or bare skin, just depends. But this is nice. I also find it's not as brightening as I like personally, so I often have to go in with a little bit of a brightening type concealer, but I'm okay with that. So, but anyway, this is amazing. I love that thing. I love it. Another thing I have is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer. I have a hard time figuring out if primers, like primer alone, does anything, but I like it. And again, it's one of those cheap and cheerful things. If nothing else, it adds a layer of moisture to my face, which I'm all about. Coming down to the end here, this was something I got for my birthday several years ago. It took me a long time to use it, but I'm really bad with skincare and like being consistent with it, but it took me a long time to use this up. This is from Paula's Choice. It's the Skin Recovery Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum for normal, dry, and very dry skin, and it has retinol in it. My sister gave this to me for my birthday, and I really liked this. I just was not good about using it every day and seeing like enough so you can say like, look at the difference it made in my skin. But I like serums in general, and I thought that this was a really nice one. Did not irritate my skin, didn't, you know, make me burn or anything, you know, like sometimes you put on skincare stuff and you're like, ooh, it's stinging a little bit, or if you get it too close to your eye and your eyes start watering, like, this did not do that. This was really nice. I liked it. Finally, ooh, this is the last thing. This I bought on a whim. This is from Target. It's their Up&Up brand 1 Hour Intense Whitening Kit. And it was pricey, but not like super pricey. I'll link for it down below, but this is meant, I think they say use this every 6 months. Yeah, every 6 months. I use this, I bought it on a whim. Didn't expect anything, you know, to happen from it. Just like, I'm just gonna buy it, it looks like fun. And I tried it, and honestly, I noticed a difference, and it stuck around for a while. I drink a lot of tea, a lot of coffee all the time, so my teeth are kind of always in a constant state of like, but I felt like this actually worked well, and it's been more than 6 months now, so I need to go and get another one of these. I felt like I could have done another one of these like maybe around the 4-month mark, but I really like this, and the price was right. I don't know. Target Up&Up stuff generally is good, except for makeup remover wipes. Not so great. I hope you enjoyed this really long collection of empties and not empties. I feel like there was quite the mix of like things that were and things that were great. So I hope you enjoyed it. Any of these that you use and you love too? Are there any that you love that I didn't love? I would love to hear about it because everyone's skin is different. Everyone's preferences are so different. So just because I didn't like something doesn't mean you won't like it too. It just means that I didn't like it. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!